Hello and welcome back to episode 12 of Rule the Waves 2 as Japan. We come back in 1924 after our war with Russia. We managed to take Sakhalin and we'd continuing to secure ourselves in the Pacific. If you have a look at our overview, our situation at the moment, you can see that we did fight a war with France. We took South Vietnam and Cambodia. Kind of this area. Italy, however, grabbed North Vietnam. The French kept a hold of Hainan and South China, parts of South China, and then they still have control of New Caledonia. However, New Hebrides and then some other territories, some of the French territories, I think Polynesia area, were taken by the United States, as we are allied with the US and with Italy. Now, this does create a conundrum because after we've kind of exhausted our efforts fighting over here with Russia and taking over whatever remains of French territories, New Caledonia and Guangzhou 1, we're going to have to realize that the only other option besides betraying an ally, like going after Italy, going after America, is going to be a war with the Royal Navy. Now, the Royal Navy has the largest force on the planet. However, I do believe that we might be able to combat that force in the future. With the United States' help, our budget has also gone up pretty significantly, and that does mean that we are the third largest naval power allied with the second largest naval power. So if we are able to combine our efforts, we will hopefully be able to beat the United States. In terms of our ships and what we have available to us, we have the Katori classes. Those were designed in 1911, 1912, well, no, 1910 probably. We then have the Akomas. They were built in 1917, and we are finishing up the Shishimas, which are going to finish construction in 1923, 1924-ish. And these are our latest vessels. After this, I want to get some battle cruisers operational and built. We also have two light carriers on the way, the Zuho and the Ryujo, and then the Fuso is the Shishima class battleship. Now, monetarily wise, not doing too great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold construction on this so that we can actually get some stuff out, and then we'll worry about it elsewhere. We do need to put stuff into mothball, which is what I'm going to do now. We need to get a lot of stuff back to Northeast Asia so that we can actually mothball that stuff. So I'm going to move all of you to Northeast Asia, and I'm also going to move the light cruiser Naniwa to Northeast Asia as well. That's good, and I'm going to put all of these guys onto a mothball. You guys are going to go into a mothball as well. There we go. Your mothball, your mothball, your mothball. We'll wait next turn until we can do anything else there. What is the submarine situation looking like? 106 submarines. Yeah, France lost their entire battleship force, so they just went spamming submarines, which is a very interesting tactic. I want to get some battle cruisers on the way because we have 0 battle cruisers. We did get, we do have 6 Dreadnoughts, which is great. Which competes with Germany, competes with Italy, nearly as many as the US, but we don't have battle cruisers, and I do want to use those battle cruisers, make some good use of them, raiding potentially. Also, they're useful in certain engagements with cruisers, as they fight in cruiser engagements, I'm pretty sure. Okay, next turn. We got some more budget available to us, and now I'm going to put everything here into a mothball state. And we will, however, be moving the larger vessels. These guys can all go into a foreign station. And we'll put you into a foreign station as well. Foreign station, there we go. We're covered. These are on mothball. This guy's active service. That needs to be mothballed. And we'll keep the reserve fleet for the Dreadnoughts. Which does actually give us quite a bit more money to play with. What are we really lacking in terms of comparative forces? Submarines is obviously one of them. Destroyers were kind of competing. We have less destroyers in the United States, but, you know, we're hovering around a decent amount. Light cruisers is definitely something that we are not keeping up with. Armored cruisers / heavy cruisers, no one's really building any of those. I am going to get rid of the Yashima when I can. I would like to convert that, potentially. Yeah, I would definitely like to look at converting that. Yeah, I think we'll look at light cruisers. Now, our latest one is the Shiyoda. That was built 1923. So we'll order a couple more of those to be built. So I'm going to order another one to be built for that. But yeah, I want to look at battle cruisers. I want to look at carriers, like actual carriers, not just light carriers. Next turn, okay, construction efforts. Next turn, armor development. We've got the convoy system. That's fantastic. Improved heavy anti-air effectiveness, which we'll need as we start to get into the 1930s and aircraft start becoming a lot more predominant. Let's extend the security arrangement with Italy. I do like that. Torpedo technology, pressure tube. By all means, buy that. I don't mind. Mortar torpedo boat squadrons. Interesting. Create automatically. Yes, that's fine. And we have quite a bit of money spare, so we'll just go into the next term. Our new government wants to reduce naval spending in favor of social programs. Now, this will long-term do good for us, but I do want to get tension up, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go for tension. Get some tension up with France. I want to get back into a war with France as soon as possible, because they are going to be pretty damn behind. Technology agreement with Great Britain is down. France appears to be considering a naval rearmament program. We should condemn and strengthen our own navy. Definitely. That's exactly what I want. That's boost our budget by 20,000. That's fantastic. I'm going to resume construction on that carrier. We'll have the Fuso done soon, and then I'm going to redirect funds to 2 new battle cruisers to be built. Sellers pumps. Yes, that increases our damage control. I'm going to have to halt this guy for a second while our budget is sorted out. The Zuho is sorted. Improved director. Yes, we need that technology. So we just got access to improved director, which is fantastic. Resume construction on new. So we did just get the light carrier Zuho. So this is purpose-built light carrier. So this carries 32 aircraft. And we're going to sort your air group out now. So the Zuho, let's add air units. So we're going to add 33%. We don't have access to dive bombers, do we? Well, oh yes, that's because we don't have a carrier. Well, once we get heavier than air, we should be good for that. Let me go into aircraft types. Can we request proposal for a medium bomber? But we can't request proposal for a dive bomber. So what I'm gonna do then is we'll go to air groups. We'll go to add air unit. We're gonna go for 12 fighters. And then we're going to go for 24 torpedo bombers. I guess we can't have a squadron of 20. So I guess these are in squadrons, I would imagine. So we'll have 2 squadrons of 12. Add air unit, torpedo bombers. Yeah, so that... Oh yeah, that's 36. What am I talking about? So that means we need to lose 10 of each. Well, not 10 of each, but you know what I mean. 32, 16, so 8. So 24. So fighters, there'll only be 8 fighters. There we go. So 8 fighters, 24 torpedo bombers set up in 2 squadrons. That works for me. And then they'll get slowly added on. Speaking of, how is our current fighters? That was developed in 1922. That's 1924. Torpedo bomber 1924 as well. Okay, that's good. Next term, the Fuso was commissioned into the Navy. Fantastic news. So that is the Fuso. And then I'm going to put these into a reserve fleet status. Well, you're going to go into mothball. I'm going to keep the carriers in reserve, though. So that means the Fuso is now done. Now, I would like to open you for a rebuild and get you converted into a carrier. Local yard, please. If we could at all. Clear turrets. Clear mounts. Add a flight deck on. And we can add catapults as well if we want. We do have that available to us, though I don't see much of the need to. This can carry 18 aircraft. Count secondary guns. This ship could have improved secondary guns. Yeah, I get that. I don't really want it as a one of these, though. I guess if we just remove these, that's a lot of weight we're going to lose. You know, remove those. Remove secondary. There. Let's just add in 29 aircrafts. It's outside the parameters. CVL identified CV. Must have a speed at least 24 knots. Yeah, so we can't actually convert that. So I'm going to go just for a scrap on that ship. You'll get scrapped. Now let's design some battle cruisers, because that's what I was talking about. So we're going to do kind of a interesting strategy with these. Now, our Dreadnoughts are hitting 30,000 tons. They're likely going to get bigger as we get into, you know, Yamato-sized ships. But for our Dreadnoughts, I want small, fast, heavily armed ships that are meant to kill light cruisers, because that was a big deal. Light cruisers and armored cruisers, and keep themselves in the fight. So we're going to all design as a battle cruiser. We don't want a 40,000 ton battle cruiser. I'm going to go 21,000 tons. Wow, that's quite a ship, because we do have secondary gun turrets now. Okay, so these are 16-inch guns. I can't afford a 16-inch gun, so we're going to go down to 12-inch might be a good shout. 12-inch guns. Let's get rid of the secondaries for now. Let's do belt. Let's do a 10-inch belt armor. Let me do. What kind of speed do I want on this? Could do 29 knots. 29 knots. 30 knots. I'm gonna go for 28 knots. I think 28 knots is a good balance. Conning tower. We don't really need much on that. Secondaries, we'll do 3 inches on the secondaries and 3 inches on the turret tops. I know it's going to be lightly armored again. The battle cruiser, light armor, fast, heavy firepower. That's what it's mainly good at. Can we have a aft superimposed dual turret? Because I would love that if we could. Yes, we can. So we can have 8 12-inch guns in standard position, which means we get an 8-gun broadside. We can have secondaries. We are going to put in AA. That is important. We're going to put as much AA as we can get in there. I am going to put in a seaplane hangar. And I'm going to put in, like, 2 aircraft. We'll see if we have space. We might not have space. Torpedo defense. Do we have access to torpedo defense? We don't need our access to torpedo defense. That's a big issue. Belt armor's 10 inches, which means that we can survive at 13,000 meters. The 14,000 to 22,000 meters, but again, we're gonna be taking fire from probably like 9-inch guns is probably gonna be the heaviest, and at 5,000 meters, we're more than capable of defending against that. So I'm okay with only a 10-inch belt armor. 4 inches on the deck's very heavy though. Let's bring that down to 3 inches. We don't need 4 inches on deck. In fact, we could probably go 2.5 inches on that. Yeah, so secondary guns. Now we do want some secondaries. We do have 6-inch quality ones, so I think that is actually a good shout. So I could add, let's add 8 of those. That gives us 4. So 12 would give us 3. And these are going to be very useful at killing shipping, but also defending against destroyers at closer ranges. Yeah, I like that. I'm not going to go for the tertiary guns, though. I do like the 6-inch dual turrets that can really do a lot of damage. And then eventually I do want to get, we can't get it now, but we can get dual purpose. Can't get it now, obviously, though. Turret armor, let's go down to 12 inches on turret, or 10 inches on turret. Again, this is a pretty lightly armored vessel. But I would love like a 30-knot ship. I think what I do want, though, if this is going to operate on its own in kind of a raiding situation, I do want to add some torpedoes. So I'm going to go for port, broadside, starboard. Yeah, we're going to go forward and aft torpedo launchers. So this will be 1 torpedo. yeah, just 2 tubes. That can give us some torpedo cover. Then I'm gonna go for flight. We're gonna go for flight deck, not flight deck, seaplane hangar. We're gonna add 2 aircraft on this to get us some scouting information. Then I'm going to 29. If we can get 29 knots, I think 29 knots would be a good happy ground for me. Unless I'm missing anything else. And this would cost us 27,000. So this would cost less than Tsushima, but not that much less. It's only a 21,000 ton ship. However, it's our most advanced ship. We could just go for 1 aircraft and reduce the secondary armor to like 2.5. That works for me. You'll have to stop to launch aircraft. Yep, I know that. Which is due to accurate training and elevation for secondary gun turrets. That's fine by me. Let's go for it. So that'll take 4 months. The Kurama class. Put 2 of those in service, and we'll also put a bunch of light cruisers. We should be able to afford 2 of them to be built at a time. We'll have the Ryuju done somewhat shortly. In terms of our research for aircraft carrier, enables CV conversions. Yeah, we just don't have the requirements for those CV conversions, which is the issue. So I'm going to go medium on that, actually. High on that. Airship bombardment low. Anti-aircraft artillery medium. Anti-submarine warfare technology, we can bring that back down. Alright, next term. New dock completed. We're happy. Transverse arresting us. I did also remember, someone told me, in doctrine and training, we want to be thinking about target is light cruiser, target is capital ship, target is light cruiser. Firing guns, these are AP. Firing short range, long range, HE. We want to really start, like, you want to start fires, though, really. You don't want to over-penetrate. So, like, for 4 to 6 inch guns, you want to go short. Let's go HE. I'm testing this. I have no idea. So, 4 to 6 inch guns, secondary armaments, fire HE. Then, I'm not sure what this would do, but we can go, let's go 80-30. Yeah, let's go 80-30. Float plane search priority. I'm not sure what that does. Elite pilot training, though, I will do. I'm not too sure what that does, but might as well. Might probably increase maintenance costs, but do some extra bonuses. Those will be, 7-10 inches. Those will do AP. I like that. Those will be the AP. Must have up to 100%. Oh, yes. 75, 25, 75, 25. Save changes. Save changes, close. I'm not sure what that'll exactly do, but, you know, we're going to try it out anyway. Let's increase dock size again. We'll keep the money on hand. Improved industrialization. Advanced superheaters. Yes, let's buy that technology. That gives us a weight saving. Smoke floats. Gives us the ability to launch smoke, which is nice as well. 2 more months until we get that available to us. No, I don't want to do that. Torpedoes do more damage. That's fantastic news. And then we should be able to start construction here now. Yes, let's expand the arrangement. Transverse arresting wires. Very good. That lowers risk of landing accidents. And let's build 2 battle cruisers to be built immediately. So that will be the IGN, Imperial Japanese Navy ship, the Kurama, and the Tsukuba. And those will be built on the way. They'll be 42,000 tons. And we'll need those to obviously compete. We have a lot of money. We're going to keep that in reserve for now. Let's do next turn. More industrial improvements. I would say, yeah, let's go for France. Let's go for another war with France if we can. New medium bomber prototypes. Okay, so 1,500 pound bomb. 289 nautical miles on that range. 103 knot speed. Toughness. I like this top option. Let's go for the top option. We've also developed an improved fire, which just seems like a complete improvement. So we're definitely going to go for that guy. That's good to see. Speaking of, how is our airbase situation? So, a base. We have a bunch of bases there. Bismarck Archipelago. We can have bases there. We'll see. I mean, I probably want to look at upgrading capacities because we can do that. We're also now 174,000 naval budget, which is nearly double Russia's, and we're getting close to nearly 200,000, at which point we'll have enough money to start really competing. Give us another 10 years, 6 years, we can start competing with the Americans. Let's build some bases. I want to build, let's build improved bases on Formosa. Yes, build and improve base on Formosa. Let's get one on, and let's focus on Hokkaido. Okay, Hokkaido's already got one. Port Arthur, let's build another airbase there. Interesting buying rights to machinery settlement. No. Okay. Next term. The heavy cruisers. So yeah, they are building heavy cruisers. We do want to look at building some of our own probably. So that, yeah, 9-inch guns. That's what I'm talking about. The 9-inch guns is what we're going to be looking at fighting against. Scrap submarines. So offering to sell 17-inch guns. Yep, let's go for that. We can now produce 17-inch guns, which is nice to know. We finished our airbase. 6 fighters, 6 torpedo bombers, 2 patrol boats. No. Air groups. Yeah, these will be good. We nearly have all the aircraft that we need on this guy as well. Like, we're purchasing a lot of aircraft, I would imagine. Yeah, naval aircraft. We're spending 1,800 on them at the moment. Baffled by the problems of improved armor testing. The press in Italy is complaining that the Navy has too few cruisers. The Russians just commissioned the light carrier. A light carrier. What is Russia building at the moment? They are building destroyers. They have very few destroyers. They also have a large corvette fleet as well. Next term, the Shishoda's commissioned into the Navy. They're offering to sell us lighter than air aircraft carrying airships. Not really very useful for us. Okay, we did just finish up a Shioda class. So that does give us another light cruiser, which is always lovely to have. We do want a heavy cruiser, though. I do want to get some heavy cruisers, which we do have available now, and actually you can call them heavy cruisers. Bloody hell, that's a heavy cruiser. That's got quite the armament. 10-inch guns could be interesting. Let's match the size. Let's go 12,000 tons. Let's somewhat match what we saw from the Americans. Medium range, that's fine. Slope deck, that's fine. Torpedo broadside tubes. Let's go light anti-aircraft from supply swing. Also want bell armor. So against a 9-inch gun, bell armor will protect us not very well. Not very well. Conning tower, that needs to go straight down. Yeah, straight down. Turret armor, that needs to go down. We have a bloody lot of turrets. I'm going to get rid of the second aft centerline gun. I'm going to lower these to 8 4-inch guns. I don't even think we need dual turrets. I'm going to go for casemates on this. I mean, it doesn't even save us that much. We can go for duals. We can go for like 5-inch dual turrets. That works. Yeah, that's a lot of tonnage, isn't it? That we're going to have to deal with. 5-inch belt. Secondary armor. You can bring that down a little bit. Deck armor, that's fine. I'm going to bring this up then. Let's go 14,000 tons. 29 knots, 6 inches. So, like, what would give us better protection? 9 inches of armor would really help if we could get 9 inches of bell armor. But that would require an increase of the ship to 15,000 tons, which is not that bad, actually. Extended deck armor, we don't need. Secondaries, that's fine. Cross-deck fire, that's fine as well. And we can just increase secondary armament. Actually, no. Let's go AA guns. Lots of AA guns. Light anti-aircraft guns. No mines, that's fine as well. 10, so that gives us 12 secondary guns. 6-inch guns. 10 6-inch guns. I would like 12 6-inch guns if we could. We're using fuel oil. We We don't really have any other space. I'm not liking our torpedo defense situation, but, you know, what can you do? This gives us on arcs as well. We can... Let's go... Yeah, that works. And we can have 16 of these guns. That is a very heavy ship. Insufficient top space for air guns with equipment. Okay, yeah, let's bring that down. Superimposed turrets for CA not researched. Okay, we can't use superimposed. Aft, port forward, midships. We can have a midships gun. We have 12. No, 16. That does reduce our effectiveness there, but I'm not that bothered. Yeah, that works. This works for me. Let's go for that. Let's design that. I can't do that, so that is the Yakumo. I'll get that on the way eventually. Buying rights to improve homogeneous armor. Yeah, why not? I don't mind it. Medium bombers ready for service. Let us not design the ship, but we're going to build. Oh yeah, we do need to design it. Open design, the Yakumo. Yakumo design. It's a very much a killing smaller ships. I mean, it's got a ton of secondary armament, and it's got those 9-inch guns as well. So that'll be on the way. Those guys will actually be done pretty quickly. 22 months on that. We're currently in 1926. More funding to the Navy. That's what I like to hear. Prime Minister wants to hold all money. Yes, let's go for a bit of prestige. We can afford a bit of prestige. Yes. Improve. Get those. 1,700. Our budget is absolutely ballooning now. What are we running behind on? So we will have those heavy cruisers. We're gonna have the light cruisers as well. Destroyers. I might want to order up some more destroyers. Submarines is definitely something that I want to be looking into. So let's order up some submarines. We could start building some more light carriers. But yeah, let's order up another light carrier actually. So that'll give us 3 light carriers. We really need to get better not better, but normal carrier, like purpose-built normal carriers, if possible. Armor, anti-submarine warfare increases. That's good to see. Design study for the Yakumo will finish up, and we'll have the Ryujo finished up in a local yard. They're interested in buying that. Yeah, why not? I do need the money. Yakumo constructed. Not for now. We will rework the design, but we are not going to do anything with that yet. Advanced superheater. We should keep this knowledge to ourselves. How is our research doing in comparison to others? So this is ours. So this is Japan at the moment. So this is how much we're making from resources and from possessions. We are technologically behind. The UK is very ahead in that. Backward, very advanced backward. So we are on par with Germany in terms of our technology and dock size. We have 320 naval aircraft though. So Britain, they have 14 Dreadnoughts. They have 6 battlecruisers. They're building 4 more battlecruisers. They already have a normal carrier as well. All right. Next turn then. The Ryujo has finished construction. So the Ryujo should, yeah, copies. And then we'll have that other ship on the way. Now, I would like to get building a new, but you're quite an expensive heavy cruiser. I'd honestly just rather build another battlecruiser if I was going to do that. I mean, it doesn't make much sense otherwise too. Let's order another light carrier. I'm going heavy on these light carriers, but it's really all we can do. I'd rather have, for the 1930s, a group of 4 light carriers I can move around with, what would that be, 64, 128 aircraft, than I would have waiting and having nothing. Keep knowledge to myself. Yeah, why not? I don't mind. You're allied with us. It's not an issue. We're going to put you into a reserve. There we go. Saves us a bit of money. More funding to the Navy. That's fantastic. They're going to sell us superimposed turrets on CA. Speaking of that, we need that technology. Superimposed turrets. Let's grab that. And I can actually go design. We can go Yukumo. Design ship. Yukumo. We can actually change that up now. So instead of having the midships gun, we can have the forward superimposed double turret. Yeah, that works. That's good. We are getting some rate of fire penalties, of course. We'll have to wait on that. Superimposed turrets for CA. Basically just selling them back. No, let's keep it to ourselves. That's not a problem. 14 months on those two battlecruisers. 12 and 16 months on those two light carriers to be built. Let's build some submarines. We can actually build some medium-range submarines. So I'm going to order 4 medium-range submarines to be built. Yeah, get a little bit more of a submarine fleet on the way. Improved armor bracing. Let's do that. That gives us some weight savings. We get 3-inch guns, improved ballistic caps. Hull construction on this guy for a moment. Dive bombing. They're trying to understand dive bombing. Eliminates rate of fire for those guns. Resume construction on you. Medium AA weapons are now allowed. That's fantastic. 1927 at the moment. How is our ships currently doing? We do probably want to get all these guys rebuilt. So let's do the Sarakaze. Open design for rebuilds. We can add in a few light AA guns, but they should not cost much. We're just getting their maintenance sorted out for them. So 927, we build 9 ships. And then we'll rebuild those ones a little bit later. These seaplane carriers, I'm probably going to scrap them. They're not that useful for me anymore. Yeah, you can buy our shells. Water wall furnace, increased elevation for turrets. That's fantastic. Next turn. Disarmament conference. We should not be limited. Yeah, we're nearly at 200,000. We're above Germany, above France, above Russia, above Italy. But the US and the British arms budgets are still going up tremendously. Okay, those guys will be done shortly. Let's do rebuilds on you. We don't have much space to do anything on that, so we'll just go for a rebuild. 9 destroyers have finished theirs. A revolution in China. Send a strong squadron. That's good that we got that strong squadron sent over. Rebuild. We can open you for rebuild. Not much that I'm going to do with you. We can add a few light air guns, I guess, that give us some protection. Yours feel reverse available. That's good. We build those 2 ships. And yeah, we got those rebuilt. That'll reduce costs for us. French torpedo bomber. Yeah. That's a lot of information on the French. That's another heavy cruiser that they've got. Purpose-built carriers. That's what I want, baby. That's what I wanted. In 7 months, we'll have those battle cruisers done, and then we can design our carriers, our great carriers that we'll be using. So just a little bit longer. 5 destroyers, finish reconstruction. They want torpedo warfare. No, I don't want to give them that. Enables unit machinery. Enables effective sighting. Almanac. Light cruisers, definitely something we want to improve on. Destroyers, 22. Something else that we can improve on that can do pretty well for us. I want to look at designing the destroyer, I think, next, and getting our destroyer force a little bit more modernized. So, auto design. So, we can do 1,500-ton destroyers. 4 sets of torpedo tube mounts, and that's pretty incredible. And we've got the turret situation. Insufficient upside for air guns. Yeah, not correct on that. Double mounts for destroyers not researched. I guess we can only have clear turrets. Yeah, clear turrets. So we can have forward, aft. We can then have starboard, port, ship, MiGs, wings, single turrets, and I'm going to do, yeah, we can do 6-inch guns. Turrets not balanced. Yeah, I can see that. So that'll be port starboard midships wing, and then port wing. There we go. So that gives us infantry stops with air guns. Yeah, I get that. Let's bring these guys down. Ship is overgunned. Too many main guns for displacement. We can do 5-inch guns. Not much we can do there. Not sure what this is, but I'll add it on anyway. Let's go with this. 31 knots as well. That's pretty damn good for a modern destroyer. But it's 1,500 tons. It's actually got some bigger guns on it, so it can actually fight a lot better. Finish reconstruction. We should safeguard our interests against the French. Oh, I thought that's an alliance. Oh, that was a mistake. Probably should have sort of alliance with like Germany or something. Because if we had an alliance with Germany as well, going to war with the English would be pretty good for us. Let's start an initial one of 3 destroyers on the way. Okay, 5 months to go. Our security arrangement with Italy has expired. We found a heavy cruiser, the Grommer Boy. 15-inch gun research. Alright, I'm going to put high efforts on you. Because I do want to maybe go to war with Italy. No, let's not give you that. That's probably a bad idea if we do give you that. Halt construction on you for a second. Blueprints for the French battleship Dreadnought. They have 10 15-inch guns. Still only got central firing though, and 20 knots. This is a 1914 class design. Naval Conference in London has agreed to raise the displacement limit for light cruisers to 10,000 tons. Well, we're not a part of that, though some other nations are part of that. Okay, we can resume construction on... No, we can't resume construction on you. So 2 more months to go. Gradual AP, that's fantastic. And then the Tsuba and the Kuruma have been both brought in. Ill-trained crews. Yeah, they're ill-trained crews. Now we design our carrier. Okay, so we've got our 2 new battle cruisers in service, which is lovely to see. Carrier. Aircraft carrier. Design. Oh, you look beautiful, don't you? How big can we go with this? Can I go like 25,000 tons? I could. I want a 30,000 ton aircraft carrier. Let me have a look, actually. What was Imperial Japanese Navy Taiho? Is it the Taiho? So that was 30. Yeah, that was about 30,000, 37,000 tons. But that obviously, that was quite a different ship. Is it the Haryu? The Hiryu. So that's more appropriate to what we're building. That's 20,000 tons. And that carried 64 aircraft. Yeah, we really want to mass produce them actually. So let's go 21,000 tons. So about the size of a first generation Dreadnought. Let me think. Okay, speed wise, generally speaking, carriers at this time are actually pretty fast. So this is the Hosho. We need. We're not authorized to shoot large ship without at least 8x8-inch guns. So we need another 8. Though I don't really want them in turrets. Clear. So we'll do starboard, casemates. And then, I guess we can't do that, can we? So starboard, dual turrets. There we go. Okay, how many aircraft are going on? 53 aircraft. We can add catapults. We've got a lot of AA guns, which I'll add in a little bit. Obviously, we want AA guns on our carriers because they're going to be targeted by enemy ships, most likely. We can add catapults, which I will do, so that they can launch aircraft and continually move in the event of a situation that is bad for everyone involved. Belt armor does not need to be so much. We can get rid of the belt armor. Fire control positions is fine. 30. Now, ships that I'm looking at are pretty fast, but we can go 30 knots, I think, is a good speed. Gives us enough maneuverability, gives us enough room to get around our enemies as we need to. Now, I want 64 aircraft, which gives us 3 squadrons of 24. Now, 24 aircraft, that takes quite a bit of amount of tonnage. And these are going to cost us quite a pretty penny. I would like to keep these at 2,500 cost, but I don't think that's going to be possible with the current situation. This is also an unarmored carrier. It's got very light deck armor, light flight deck armor. So yeah, let's add those catapults though. So yeah, we can kind of, let's have a look. Yeah, so this is the carrier. We can add catapults. Let's do forward. We can add a catapult there, right? That works. I thought we did develop catapults. I guess we didn't. Okay. Yeah, we can't do 64 aircraft without, we got to increase the tonnage of the actual vessel, which does increase cost. We're going to be hitting 3,000 tons there, but we hit about, what would that be? Let's go 24,000. 24,000 tons. Yeah, 24,000 tons. What else can I increase? We can go deck armor a little bit. No, we can't really. 31 knots. Let's do 30 knots. 23,600 ton ship. There we go. The Hosho class. So 65 aircraft. So it can carry double what our light carriers can carry, but it's not double the size. At least I don't think it is. It might be double the size. It's very fast, 30 knots. I'd like it to be probably a little bit faster. I want a fast, mobile squadron. So what we're going to go for is, we're going to go for 4 months on that. That'll take 4 months to design, and then we'll get that built up. We can resume construction on these 2 light carriers in the meantime, and then I'm going to order up. So we've currently got 3,400 available now. We're going to have 3,400 freeing up there. So I'm going to start construction on 2 Hoshu class proper carriers. And then the rest of the money is going to go into destroyers or looking into other cruisers or something like that. This does mean that we're halting construction on our battle cruisers and battleships. But I'm more confident now, though, that we have 8 of them. Obviously, we'd want more. But for now, against France, against Russia, against Italy, I'm confident that we can prevail in the conflict. Send a force. And we took Shanghai. Oh no, Russia took Shanghai. That's an issue. Okay, let's low on France. We need to take that. Them having access to Shanghai with 1 battlecruiser, we need to bleed take that. That's for damn sure. Okay, we commissioned 4 new submarines. The Shoho has been commissioned into the Navy. That's fantastic news. That is our another light carrier. 2 more months on that. I'm going to order up some more submarines. So I'm going to order up 5 more medium subs to be built. And then we'll wait for next turn. The Taiho has been developed. And we got a new float plane. Okay, and now we've got the Hosho here soon. We've got a bunch of money, actually. So I'm going to just start building up that. Design study for the Hosho. That'll be done next turn. Yeah, rework the design. Oh yeah, we didn't do AA guns. Thank God I caught that, actually. So I want, give me medium anti-aircraft guns. As many as you can give me. And we'll do some light AA guns as well. Now, let's put a lot of weight into this, actually. Let's go. There we go. That gives 150 tons. Yeah, let's go 28,000. Slightly overweight. I don't want more slightly overweight. Let's increase that a little bit. That does increase cost. That'll take 1 month to get. Arrangement with the US expired. Let's do this. 13-inch guns. Fantastic. And let's do build. So let's order 2 of them to be built immediately. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to end the episode. We've got 2 proper carriers, the Akagi and the Hoshu. 23,900 ton vessels, and hopefully we'll be able to get some more on the way and prepare for the next war, which, if you look at that tension, looks like it's coming pretty damn soon. I'll see you guys next time. Please like, comment, subscribe. Really, really does help me out. Special thanks to all the members who do support me over on YouTube. Thanks to your support, helps keep the channel going. If you are interested, you can become a member as well and help support the channel. Special thanks to Empower.